Thanks, Chuck, and I want to publicly thank Chuck Schumer and Gary Peters for the extraordinary election results. They played as large a role as anyone in making sure that we had a real victory, and they deserve credit and received it today from our caucus lunch. In the Dobbs decision, the Supreme Court erased the constitutional right to an abortion. This devastating and wrong decision represents the first time in our nation's history the Supreme Court has revoked a constitutional right. A majority of the Supreme Court and the Republican senators who chose them were on the wrong side of history and the wrong side of liberty. Voters on November 8th made it clear that they reject this approach, this so-called originalist approach to our Bill of Rights. In a disturbing concurrence, Justice Thomas made it clear that other constitutional rights are on the chopping block. Justice Thomas called on his colleagues on the court to double down on Dobbs, to basically attack the constitutional rights when it comes to birth control, marriage equality, and consensual relationships between LGBTQ people. We've got to stand up to this radical, regressive, Federalist Society vision of America. And that's exactly what we intend to do this week when we bring respect for marriage to the Senate floor. This bill will require the federal government to recognize a marriage between two individuals if the marriage is valid in the state where it was performed. It would also guarantee that valid marriages between two individuals are given full faith and credit regardless of the couple's sex, race, ethnicity, or national origin. Millions of Americans are facing dire consequences of what it would mean if Clarence Thomas has his way. Congress cannot allow the court to put LGBTQ families at risk. I want to thank my colleagues, particularly Tammy Baldwin, Susan Collins, Rob Portman, Kirsten Sinema, and Tillis for their leadership on this bill. I will look forward to supporting them and helping them get it across the line. The second issue I want to raise is the issue of judges, which is my special responsibility on the Judiciary Committee. Thanks to the efforts of this committee, extraordinary efforts, patience, and long suffering, the Senate is about to confirm our 85th lifetime judicial appointment, including one to the Supreme Court, 25 to the circuit courts, and 59 to the district courts. This will tie or exceed the record of recent presidents since we passed the era under Bill Clinton where we passed district court judges by voice vote. So far, the Judiciary Committee has held hearings for and voted on 109 of President Biden's judicial nominees. In addition, 18 more nominees have had hearings and are on track to receive a vote in early December. This is tremendous progress, and we are bringing diversity to the federal judiciary that is unprecedented. We have outpaced the Trump administration despite the fact that we have worked with a 50-50 Senate and an evenly split committee. After today's confirmation, there will be 24 judicial nominees pending on the calendar, and the committee expects more to follow. Our important committee work will continue throughout the remainder of the year. And I want to say that we've done extraordinary, historic things when it comes to legislation. But these judges will be making contributions for years to come with the kind of balance on the federal bench that the American people want.
Senator Murray.